And this video is a sponsored video by the Simfonio company, who have asked me to do a comparison between their 8-quart 10-in-1 function pressure cooker. They want me to compare it to the Instant Pot 8-quart 10-in-1 multifunction pressure cooker. In my last video, I went over the features of the Simpot and the Instant Pot. They are both 8-quart electric pressure cookers, 10-in-1 multifunction. So I'll put a link up there if you want to go and check that out if you haven't watched it already. And so now I am going to do a head-to-head comparison between the Simpot and the Instant Pot and see which one does a better job at cooking a whole chicken, because that was by far what people really wanted to know. Will it cook a whole chicken? And yeah, they both do. They will both fit an entire chicken. The chickens I used were just about 5 pounds each, and they both fit into the pot. So let's go ahead and take a look and see how they did. Please subscribe to Sweet Savant, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. Whenever you're cooking under pressure, you need liquid. These are large 8-quart pots, so we're going to put about 2 cups of water in each one. To start, the Simpot came with this basket. The basket has a silicone handle, and the Instant Pot came with this rack. I'm going to go ahead and put this in there and then put my chicken on top. Same thing for that. So let's take a peek in that Simfonio Simpot. Our chicken is in there in the basket, well seasoned inside, outside, all around, in the back, under the skin. Same thing goes for the chicken that is in our Instant Pot. Well seasoned with my seasoning salt, and I'll put the link to the seasoned salt, the recipe for that, in my description box. And bonus points if you let it sit overnight to give the seasoning a chance to soak in. Here's another interesting difference. With the Simpot, you have to manually turn the pressure release to sealing when it is going to pressure cook, and then if you're going to do a quick release, you will switch it to venting. But with the Instant Pot, it's got an automatic sealing, so you don't have the same mechanism. So if you want to do if you're doing a manual release, you're just going to leave it alone after the cooking time is over. But if you're going to do a quick release, then you will press this button. All right, let's get these guys turned on. So we're going to pressure cook. Let's take the time down to 30 minutes. It's on high pressure, and we're going to go ahead and start. And you can see how it signals that it's building pressure. It's got a nice wide display. Let's start our Instant Pot. This is the Instant Pot Ultra 80, and looks like it remembered me changing the cook time to 30 minutes. So it remembers your favorites. And let's press start. And it tells you it's preheating there. They are both 1200 watts, so about the same amount of power, and we'll just keep an eye on them and see which one comes to pressure first. All right, it has been 10 minutes, and the Simfonio just came to pressure. It no longer says preheating, it says cooking. It was just about 10 minutes on the dot. The Instant Pot is still in the preheating stage. We'll see how much longer that takes to get up to pressure. All right, so the Instant Pot has now come up to pressure. The Simfonio Simpot is about 2.5 minutes ahead of the Instant Pot. It started, the Simpot started just a few minutes ago. The Instant Pot has just now begun cooking. And you can see here, it says, the little graph says cooking. So they have that in common. That tells you it's cooking. That tells you it's cooking. So you see where you are in your cooking process. One more thing I wanted to note about the displays. The Simfonio Simpot display is a bit larger than the Instant Pot's display. Not much larger, but you can see there is a difference in the size of the numbers and the size of the total display screen. Both of the pressure cookers have finished. The Simfonio Simpot is still of course a couple minutes ahead of the Instant Pot. They both say keep warm, keep warm. So again, very similar on the graphs. We're going to let them continue to naturally release, meaning we're not going to go on top there and do the quick release, releasing the pressure on either one. We'll let it naturally release, and we'll come back in a few minutes and see what it looks like. These are done with the natural release. Oh, and there's our chicken in the Simfonio Simpot pressure cooker. And here's our chicken. Sorry, that was in the way. In the Instant Pot pressure cooker. Now the one in the Instant Pot looks like it came apart a bit because the trivet really isn't holding it together. But this one here in the basket, it's pretty much together because the basket just gave it more support. So we're going to take these out and see what we got. We'll take our chicken out of the Simpot first. Remember, came with these little grabby hands, so we can use that to grab the basket. Let's see how we can take it out. I don't think that's going to help us. Oh, well, maybe. Get it out the pot there. There we go. There's that. There's quite a bit of liquid in there. And if you want a browned chicken, like a roasted chicken, you can brush this with some oil and pop it in the oven, a pressure cooker. It's gonna, cook it under steam and pressure with a lot of moisture, but it's not going to crisp the skin. The other chicken out of the Instant Pot, and it didn't come with these. These I had already, silicone gloves that I'll use to grab the trivet. Uh-oh. And I just lost a wing. The wing just came off. Oh dear. That. Try to get it out of that. There we go. Let me fish this wing out. All right. Both of these chickens were about 5 pounds. So they should have cooked in about the same amount of time. But you can see, like, this is the one from the Instant Pot. And this is the one from the Simpot. Now let's get a knife and cut them open. All right, let's see what we got there. I'm just going to get into this chicken breast. And it is fully cooked. I don't have it on a cutting board and everything, so it's sliding around a little bit. I just want to just give you an example. And that is the chicken breast cooked in the Simpot. You can see, it's cooked in that moist heat method and it looks juicy. Let's give it a taste. It is really moist and juicy. Let's try the chicken that came from the Instant Pot. Let's take a look at that. All right, it's fully cooked. Let's give that a taste. It's not bad. It's actually a tad bit drier than the one in the Simpot because it came apart more. It was more exposed because of that trivet didn't sort of hold it all together. This one from the Simpot was held tightly together in that basket, almost like it was trussed, like when you tie a chicken up or a turkey up with string. So it was held closely together. This one was, left more open, so that's why the legs fell apart away from the breast, and it's a little bit drier. All in all, not bad, but that there is a difference between cooking in that basket and cooking on that trivet. So just keep that in mind when you're cooking with the Instant Pot and the Simpot. Let's spin those around and get a look at those thighs. So this was the chicken that was cooked in the Simpot. Let's cut into that. Let's see if I can give you a look. And that is fully cooked. There we go. So this is one of the chicken thighs from the Simpot. And again, really moist and juicy. The skin is not crispy, which for me, I really like a crispy skin on a chicken. So look at that. That's from the Instant Pot. Just pulls right off. So I would generally discard the skin. Then this is, you can see, it's coming apart much more than the chicken that was cooked in the Simpot. The Instant Pot one, came apart much easier just because it's, again, it was, the chicken thighs were splayed open, allowing that pressure to really cook those thighs much faster. Tastes good. Nice and juicy. I'll probably discard all of the skin, shred up the chicken, toss it in some barbecue sauce with onions and peppers, and we'll put these on some tortillas, and that'll be good eating. I sauteed some Vidalia onions and added them to our shredded chicken. We had a lot of chicken because we did 2 whole 5-pound chickens, one in the Simfonio Simpot and one in the Instant Pot. So I sauteed them, mixed them with some Vidalia onions, a little avocado, you know how it goes, some pickled jalapenos, and that is what we are having for dinner. I gotta say, I am really happy with the way that the Simfonio Simpot performed. It did a great job versus the Instant Pot. So come back for another video. We're going to do another comparison between the Simpot and the Instant Pot. Next time we're going to do some braised beef and see how that sear saute function performs along with the pressure cooking. So come on back for that. All right, sweeties, so that was our first test in the head-to-head battle of the big boy 8-quart pressure cookers, the Simfonio Simpot 10-in-1 multifunction, and the Instant Pot 8-quart 10-in-1 multifunction. I gotta say, they both did a great job. The accessories with the Simpot are a little bit different. It comes with that basket, and I really liked cooking the chicken in that basket because it really held it together. That's one thing about cooking delicate foods like chicken under pressure, is that they can overcook easily. You know, you can't check it every 5 minutes like you could do, you shouldn't, but if it's in the oven. So, you know, they're both in there for under pressure cooking for 30 minutes. And the chicken in the Instant Pot was a bit overcooked. I should have taken them out sooner from the natural release, but you can see the difference. The chicken that was cooked in the Simpot was perfectly fine, moist, juicy breast, everything was cooked perfectly, and the chicken in the Instant Pot was falling apart. But I mean, for a price difference like you have between these two cookers, $179 for the Instant Pot versus $113. Prices vary, you know, depending on when you're watching this video. $113 for the Simpot. I mean, that's a big difference. So if you are looking for a cheaper alternative, a less expensive, I should say, alternative to the Instant Pot is the best seller, but the price is at a premium. I'm going to keep working with the Simpot and seeing if it holds up in the head-to-head battle. I'm really happy with it so far. So let me know if you have any questions. Leave me a comment down below, something that you would like to see me do in another head-to-head battle of the 8-quart big boy pressure cookers. And remember, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, give me a thumbs up, and see me in the comments. Thanks. Have a delicious day. Thumbs up.
Hello.
Hello. I'm great.